What's good, YouTube? It's about Suave coming at you with another video, right? And today I wanted to talk to you about something I realized recently with this incident that happened, and it's about my humor, bruv. My humor is fucked up. Oh my goodness, is it fucked up? It's so fucked up that I be laughing at the most unfunny shit, yo. Right? And my humor goes beyond dark humor, right? My shit is to the point where if it's not controversial, if it's not extremely relatable or extremely dark, I don't find it funny. And to give you an example of this, right? There are, like, when people die in like movies and TV shows, I always find it comical. And not every death is funny. Arthur Morgan's death was not funny. Right? Walter White's death was not funny. Okay? Hercules' death is not funny. It's hilarious because he's a simp. You feel me? But that's not here, not there. And I noticed this a lot, right? And then I'm like, yo, let me put a test for myself. Let me test myself on how fucked up my humor is, right? And I went down the things that I had a good laugh in recently. And I realized, right? I started cracking up. I'm talking about I started laughing so hard when I popped my tire. When I popped the tire on the car, nothing but laughter came out. It wasn't because I was scared, because I understand laughing when you're scared. But I found it kind of funny that my dumbass hit like a type of curb. It isn't really a curb. It was just like a sewer thing in the grass. And I started laughing. My mom was pissed. My mom was looking at me like she was about to kill me, yo. She was about to throw me off the cliff like Spartans used to do with their kids in the olden age. Like, I'm talking about, yo, she was looking at that ass like it was fucking juicy, bro. Because she was about to give it a nice spanking. Yo, you feel me? And then I'm like, okay, what about when my mom got stuck in the mud and she couldn't get out? I was laughing for 15 minutes straight because she got stuck in the mud. All that I could say was, jeez, how'd you manage that, woman? Right? That's all that I said. And again, she was looking at me like a pedophile looks at children. She was already about to clap my cheeks, yo. She was ready to kill me. And I needed more evidence, right? So I did some research, right? I googled some dark jokes, some dark humor, right? And I laughed at almost every other one. For example, right? I have one ready, right? And it says, what's the difference between an onion and a hooker? I don't cry when I'm cutting up the hooker. I started cracking up. That shit was so funny to me. And then when I realized that it was funny, I'm like, no, it can't be. So I looked for another one, right? And this one says, you think the Catholic Church would be in favor of condoms? Less DNA evidence. Bruv. I was laughing for a good 2 minutes at this one. Yo, cause and then there's other ones, right? Where I looked at and they were funny, but I didn't laugh, but I found them funny. Like this one, for example. A black guy and a Mexican are in a car. Who's driving? The cop. That should be hilarious, right? That should be hilarious. And bro, and there's so many other jokes that I find funny, which are very goddamn dark. They're so dark that some people would get offended just listening to me say these jokes. That's how fucked up my fucking humor is. And you know your humor is wildly fucked up because everybody's humor is getting to that point of fucked up because we're all getting unsensitized, yo. And it started with ridiculousness. Every time someone would like crack their neck or something, or they fall on their ass, or they go skeeting through the ground, that should be funny as a motherfucker, yo. That should really be funny. And it's really fucked up that all that I find funny is just really fucking dark. But there's other things that I find funny, like pee pee and poo poo, or like deaths, or things that are meant to be funny sometimes are funny. But these things, right, these dark things, they're sometimes not really supposed to be funny, but I always find them funny. It's probably because I try to look at the humor in everything, right? I try to look at the comicalness of everything in life, because if you're always stressed about something, or always feel like you can't do something, or that you've done goofed, remember it's just a mistake. It will pass. Unless you created the nuclear bomb, you got nothing to worry about, because your mistakes cannot be that much of fuck ups that you can't have a laugh 15 years later. And maybe I'm just different, yo. Maybe I'm just built different, because it don't take me 15 years. It takes me 15 goddamn minutes before something that happened to me, like something fucked up happened to me, right? Where some fucked up shit happened to me, right? Where I thought I had something with this shorty, yo. I thought I had something. And then she hit me with that, "Oh, you're a good friend, yo." And I was like, friend? Yo, I have never turned around faster in my life, yo. She told me you a good friend. I'm like, oh shit, for real? Damn, that's good to know. I ain't gonna get that pussy, Bobby. I didn't say that, of course. I just looked like an idiot, turned around and walked away. Turns out, 4 years later, she wanted this dick. She was playing these games, right? Calling me friend and shit. Where all she had to do was ask for this D and I would have delivered, you feel me? And if that isn't funny to look back on, I don't know what is, man. Right? There's a lot of tragedy in this world, right? But tragedy, travesty, disaster, plague, in everything that's going on in this world, you have to find the humor in all of it. Right? You don't have to be offensive to the point of where you're insulting a whole group of people, being racist. Nah, a joke is a joke. Don't get offended. Right? And these times, a good laugh at all the fucked up shit that's happening is what most people need to relieve some stress. Right? So, man, with all that being said, if you also have a fucked up humor, a sense of humor like mine, leave it in the comments. Put your best dark joke in the comments. Well, whenever you see this might never blow up, but who gives a fuck? And share with your friends that you think have fucked up humor or could learn to be more accepting of all the humor in the world, including dark. You know, tag them, do all that good jazz. And with all that being said, man, they impeached me. I walked out of Congress looking peachy. Donald Trump bar. Suave out.